it's been wonderful. It feels like I feel like Agent Carter, although she's very feminine, she's kind of genderless. She doesn't ever feel that she is lesser than the men around her. So she never doubts her own self-worth. And that's a very refreshing part to play, and to have an influence on young boys and girls, to see someone in a position of power who doesn't just use her sexuality but uses her wit and her intelligence and her physicality.
And a lot of the fun is to see her do it in the 40s, to school those guys a little bit.
Absolutely, where sexism was much more on the surface, and she was having to fight against them. But she uses, again, she kind of uses very clever put downs, which means that she never goes too far to offend them. It's always slightly tongue in cheek, which I think is very smart of her, because if she was to truly offend him, I think she would lose her job pretty quickly.
Yeah, just the occasional roll of their eyes.
Yes, exactly. Just an tiny hint, and we know what she's thinking.
Yes, and of course, one of the great parts is the relationship with your butler. I forgot.
Yes, Jarvis. Edwin Jarvis,
which also sort of turns a whole dynamic on its head, of course, between what we've used to between the man and the woman.
Yeah.
But is also just does it in great fun again, right?
I think it's that thing of not taking itself too seriously. So it's not saying anything. It's not making a political statement in any way. It's just good, clean fun, but also has a heart to it, and has warmth to it, and has depth to it. And I think he provides the kind of comic relief in the series, and they've got a lovely English kind of banter. They've got that history together, so coming from the same country, so they understand each other's language. But it's great fun to play, and it's written so brilliantly, and the writers have been very collaborative, so we've been able to add ideas to the actual script, so that's been great.
It looks beautiful and authentic and 40-ish. That's a big part of it, right?
Yeah, the attention to detail is remarkable. The costume designer showed me some buttons for a jacket. They were actually imported from an antique shop in Paris.
Wow.
And so, excuse me, you just get a sense of how much work has gone into the props, to the costumes, to the whole look of the piece.
Yeah. Back to the world. I mean, Peggy really, the couple of movies, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., now here, you're pulling everything together pretty soon.
Yeah, and now we're seeing Peggy in her prime. We've got kind of the bookends of Captain America: The First Avenger being the beginning of her life, and The Winter Soldier being the end of her life. And now this season and this series seeks to fill in the gaps of what she's doing in that time and who she really is.
But she's not done. There's another movie coming out.
Well, yeah, I hope so. I'm not sure. I mean, I think it's possible that she could turn up in other aspects, but nothing's been kind of cemented yet. And we'll just kind of have to wait and see, really.
Would you trade this job in for anything else?
No, I wouldn't.
Easy question.
I love the people I work with. I feel very, very lucky that I'm working with people who cross the board in every single department, on set and behind the scenes and in the office, even the accounting department. Everyone is lovely. There isn't a weak link, and everything is geared towards telling the best story that they possibly can. So it's a real privilege to work with these people.
And the whole annexed universe of fandom that comes with this whole thing.
Yeah,
do you enjoy that as well? Or?
Well, I tweet, and I've received absolutely lovely positive messages about how Peggy has played a part in people's lives, and that comes with a certain responsibility that I embrace, because I think it's a really joyful one and a delightful one, and it's just very nice to be part of a world that has a good heart to it.